We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello, dear students. Myself, Dr. Hitesh R. Ashani, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, VVP Engineering College, Rajkot. Welcome you all in this lecture of surveying subject. Today I am going to explain about the tachyometric surveying. These are the 2 points that I am going to explain today. Tachyometric method of surveying, fixed hair method I am going to discuss. In this fixed hair method, case is line of sight is inclined and staff is vertical. And second point I am going to discuss is movable hair method. Let us start with the first one. First case is line of sight is horizontal and staff is vertical, that we have discussed in the previous lecture. In this lecture, case number 2, when the line of sight is inclined and the staff is held vertically on the staff station. So from figure, we can come to know that P is our instrument station, Q is our staff station, M is the position of the instrument axis or the point through which vertical axis of the instrument is passing, O is the optical center of the object lens, capital A, capital C and capital B are the points corresponding to the readings of upper, central and lower crosshairs. S is equal to capital AB is equal to staff intercept. I is equal to stadia intercept. Theta is the angle of inclination, means it is the vertical angle between the horizontal line of sight and inclined line of sight. Capital L is equal to length MC measured along the inclined line of sight. Capital D is equal to MQ dash, that is the horizontal distance between the instrument axis and the staff. Capital V is the vertical intercept at theta between the inclined line of sight and horizontal line of sight. HI means height of instrument. Small h means central staff reading. It is the vertical distance between the central crosshair and the ground station. And beta is the angle between the 2 extreme rays corresponding to the stadia hairs. Now, based upon this figure, we will derive the equation for the horizontal distance, capital D and RL of Q, that is our staff station. First is, we have to draw a line A dash, C, B dash, normal to the line of sight OC. You see in the figure, this is my normal line of sight, dotted one. The first thing is that we have to draw a line A dash, C, B dash, which is normal to the inclined line of sight. Now angle A dash C. A dash C means this angle will become 90 degree plus beta by 2. How it is possible? Let us see here. You concentrate in this figure. First consider the triangle A dash OC. In ADAS OC, this angle is 90 degree. This whole angle is beta. So this angle will become beta by 2. So we are knowing that in triangle, summation of these three angles, this one and this one, will become 180 degree. So how to find the value of this angle? This angle will become 180 degree minus this angle, that is 90 degree. So 180 degree minus 90 degree minus this angle beta by 2. So this angle ultimately will become 90 degree minus beta by 2. So this is 180 degree, whole is 180 degree. So this angle will become 180 degree minus 90 degree minus beta by 2. So this angle will become 90 degree plus beta by 2. So in this way, in triangle ADAC, this angle ADAC will become 90 degree plus beta by 2, and similar from triangle COB dash, angle OB dash C means OB dash C, that is equal to angle BB dash C will become 90 degree minus beta by 2 as per this figure. Since the value of beta by 2 is very small, angle ADAC and angle BBC may approximately be taken as 90 degree. So value of ADAC and BBC we will consider as a 90 degree. Now from the triangle ACADS, listen carefully, study the figure carefully. ACADS. What is the value of ADAC? ADAC will become AC cos theta. How it is happening? This angle is theta, so you have to apply the cos rule. Cos theta is equal to ADAS A upon AC. So cos theta is equal to ADAS C upon AC. So ADAS C will become AC cos theta, and from triangle BCB dash, B dash C will become BC cos theta. So A dash B dash is equal to AB cos theta is equal to S cos theta. So how it becomes? We are knowing that A dash C plus B dash C, A dash C plus B dash C is equal to AB. So we will make the summation of A dash C plus B dash C, that is equal to AC cos theta plus BC cos theta, that is equal to A dash B dash. So cos theta is common, so A dash B dash is equal to cos theta into bracket AC plus BC. Now AC plus BC, from figure you can come to know that this is my AC and this is my BC. So AC plus BC will become AB. So A dash B dash is equal to AB cos theta, and value of AB is equal to staff intercept, that is capital S. So A dash B dash is equal to S cos theta. That is our equation A. Since the line A dash B dash is perpendicular to the line of sight OC, we can directly apply the equation of the distance D is equal to MS plus C. That is the case number 1, in which line of sight is horizontal. So for this case, line of sight is horizontal and staff is vertical. So we can apply the distance equation directly here. D is equal to ms plus c. So by applying this equation, what we will get here in our case, we are having the MC. MC is equal to capital L. So capital L is equal to, our distance is capital L. So D is equal to L here. M as it is, we are keeping small m or capital M, that is the multiplying constant. S means staff intercept. So for our case, staff intercept will become A dash B dash. So M into A dash B dash plus C as it is. So plus C. So A dash B dash is our staff intercept. So our equation will become MC is equal to L is equal to M into S cos theta plus C cos theta. Now what is the value of A dash B dash? Value of A dash B dash, that is equal to S cos theta as per this equation. So we have to put the value of A dash B dash is equal to S cos theta. So M into S into cos theta plus C. That is our equation number B. That will give the value of capital L. Now consider the triangle CMQ dash. CMQ dash can apply the apply the cos rule. So cos theta is equal to CQ dash. Sorry, cos theta is equal to MQ dash upon MC. So MQ dash is equal to MC into cos theta. MQ dash is equal to capital D. MC is equal to L into cos theta. So distance D is equal to L into cos theta. Now value of L, that is derived as the equation number B here, that we have to put from here in this equation of the D. So D is equal to ms cos theta plus C. That is the value of D, value of L into cos theta. So multiply the cos theta with this term, you will get D is equal to ms cos square theta plus C cos theta. That is our equation to find the horizontal distance between the instrument station and the staff station when the line of sight is inclined and staff is vertical. Now, how to find the value of the vertical intercept capital V? We have to consider the triangle as shown in the figure. We have to consider the triangle CMQ dash. So CMQ dash means, and apply the sine rule. CMQ dash is my CMQ dash and apply sine rule. So sine theta is equal to CQ dash upon MC. So CQ dash, that is equal to CQ dash, that is equal to V. So V is equal, CQ dash is equal to MC into sine theta, but CQ dash is equal to V and MC is equal to L. So V is equal to L sine theta, but the value of L we have calculated in the equation number 2. So put the value of L from the equation number 2 in this equation. So V is equal to, behalf of L we are putting ms cos theta plus C into sine theta. Simplify this terminology, we will get V is equal to ms cos theta into sine theta plus C sine theta. Again simplifying this equation, so final equation will become V is equal to ms sine 2 theta by 2 plus C sine theta. Thus equation, this is my equation number 2. So thus equation 1 and 2 are the distance and elevation formula for the inclined line of sight and staff is vertical. Now elevation of the staff station for the angle of elevation. If the line of sight has an angle of elevation theta, as shown in the figure, we have elevation of the staff station is equal to elevation of the instrument axis, means this one, elevation of the instrument axis plus V minus H, plus V minus H. Now, in this case, when the angle of inclination is in depression and staff is vertical, how to find the equation for the distance, vertical intercept and RL of the staff station Q? I want to make the clear these things. In this case, the derivation of the equation to find the horizontal distance and the vertical intercept V will remain same as per the case A, that is angle of elevation when the line of sight is inclined and staff is vertical. So only there is a change in the figure. Okay, in the previous case we are having the angle of elevation, here we are having the angle of depression. For the inclined line of sight and staff is vertical, distance for the D will remain same, D is equal to Ks cos square theta plus C cos theta, and the vertical intercept V is equal to ms sin 2 theta by 2 plus C sin theta. Now only the equation of the staff station RL, equation for the RL of staff station Q will change. So here small h is the central staff reading on the staff. Therefore, difference of elevation between O and Q, that is RQ is equal to V plus H from the figure. If the RL of height of instrument above datum is given, the RL of Q is calculated by the equation RL of Q is equal to RL of P plus height of instrument minus V minus H, or if benchmark is given and backside staff reading is given, then how to find the RL of Q? So RL of Q in that case, that is given by RL of benchmark plus BS minus V minus H. Now next method is the movable hair method. So in this method, staff intercept S is kept constant and the stadia interval I is variable. Here theodolite is provided with special type of the diaphragm and it is known as the substance theodolite. The diaphragm consists of a central wire fixed with the axis of the telescope. You can see the red line shown here is the fixed hair, okay, and the upper and the lower stadia wires. This green dotted line above this red line and above below this red line, that is the upper movable hair and lower movable hair. This hair can be moved by the micrometer screw which is provided with the vertical plane. The distance by which the stadia wires are moved is measured according to the number of turns of the micrometer screw. You can see here in this figure, targets are given, top target, center target and bottom target, and the distance between the top and bottom target is generally kept 2 to 3 meters. Now full turn of micrometer screw can be read on graduated scale and less than the full turn is read on the graduated drum of the micrometer screw placed one above and one below the eyepiece. Total distance is the summation of the micrometer screws reading. If the distance between the instrument and staff station is less than 200 meter, ordinary leveling staff can be used. But if the distance is more than 200 meter, leveling staff with the two target is used. Third target is fixed midway between the two targets as shown in the figure, and the distance between the upper and lower target is kept 2 to 3 meter. For taking the observations, middle target is fixed, first bisected by the central crosshair, and then micrometer screws are turned to move the stadia wires until the upper target is bisected by the upper movable hair and the lower target is bisected by the lower movable hair. When this situation is achieved, at this time staff readings are taken. After taking the staff reading, we have to find the distance. So when the line of sight is horizontal, distance formula in case of the movable hair method is D is equal to F upon I into S plus F plus D, that is equal to MS plus C, is applicable to the movable hair method, in which all the terms on the right hand side are constant except I. So multiplying constant is equal to SF and the additive constant will become F plus D. So in this equation, you are seeing in this equation, I is constant. So multiplying constant will become S into F, and this additive constant will become here is F plus D. If the number of revolutions of micrometer screws of pitch P of a staff intercept I is equal to m small m into P, substituting the value of I in tachymetric equation, we get, now here pitch of the micrometer screw gauge is equal to distance on the linear scale divided by the one revolution. By that way we will get the value of pitch. So from that, distance equation will become D is equal to S into F. Half of I we have to put M into P. So D is equal to S into F upon M into P bracket over plus F plus D, that is equal to K upon M into S plus C. So S into F we will consider as a S into F upon P we will consider as a K constant. If E is the index error, the above equation will become D is equal to K upon M minus E into S plus C. So this is the equation to find the horizontal distance in case of the movable hair method when the line of sight is horizontal and staff is inclined. Now the two equations, okay. So when the line of sight is inclined, distance D can be calculated by the equation D is equal to K upon M into S into cos square theta plus C into cos theta, and the vertical intercept V is equal to K upon M into S into sine 2 theta by 2 plus C sine theta. So thank you very much.